So just for those that don't know, I'm going to give a quick introduction to Brother Fazal. So the first thing is that after 18 years in the corporate world, Brother Fazal decided to venture into entrepreneurship. Having experienced the difficulty of finding basic needs as a Muslim traveler, he founded Crescent Rating in 2008 in a quest to make travel easier for Muslims. Over the last 12 years, Crescent Rating has grown to key markets across the world and is now the world's leading authority on halal travel, providing insights, research, consultancy, training, rating, and destination marketing services to every sector of the tourism industry, from government bodies to hotels. In 2014, he launched the Halal Trip platform along with its mobile app with a vision to become the trusted trip advisor for Muslim travelers. It has been cited as one of the 50 most innovative global Muslim startups and the 11 most innovative Asian Muslim startups in 2015. He has personally spoken at more than 50 conferences and has been named as one of the top 50 global leaders of the Islamic economy. There's so much more I could say, but I want to save it for the rest of the show. So, Brother Fazal, let's begin with the first question I ask everyone, which is like a surprise question. What
All
was
right, okay.
10-year-old Fazal like?
10-year-old Fazal like, 10-year-old Fazal like, let me see, 10-year-old Fazal, just a school-going kid, I actually come from how do I say, a low-income family probably, getting on the bus every day in the morning, going to school, walking to school, probably about 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. Yeah, just a normal kid, going with my brother, going to school every day. I mean, wearing
Where was
shorts. Even
that?
now, back in Sri Lanka. I'm originally from Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that you ask me 10 years, I'm just thinking back when I was 10 years.
Do you remember what you wanted to be? Like, did you have any idea at that time that you wanted to be into business or anything like that?
As I grew up, and probably when I was trying to do my getting into the O-level phase and things like that, I was determined. I mean, I was always when people ask me, what do you want to be? I wanted to become an engineer, and that was fixated in my mind. Yeah, so I pretty much by the time when I was in O-levels, I was pretty much wanting to be an engineer. And but what happened was actually slightly, now that you're asking me the question, and it brings me to something which I think it's interesting. I used to do a lot of sports. I was playing hockey for school. I was also in the junior national team of Sri Lanka playing hockey. And it's me trying to give excuses why I didn't do well in my studies. So in Sri Lanka, you have so I wanted to become an engineer, but I didn't have enough marks because even if you pass the O levels, the cut-off mark, every year they only take, I don't know, 400 or 500 people for engineering, and then who are below that mark, then you end up in, you can either choose to do mathematics, physics, or some science degrees or something like that. So I was playing hockey seriously for even clubs at that time, and so I didn't get into the cutoff mark of being an engineer. So I signed up to do, I think, physics, a degree in physics, I think. And I was also, I was going to play for the hockey for the university as well and all that. And then this thing occurred. It's funny that just a couple of days ago I was seated and just before Maghrib doing my azkar and all that, and suddenly I was realized it was going through my mind. One day I was so I had signed up to the university, and the university was going to start a couple of months later. I was going to do a science degree in the University of Colombo actually. So one day I was walking to the bus stop to, I don't know, go where, I can't remember that part of the story, but just before I got to the bus stop, it started raining. And because it started raining, so I had to take cover, and I took cover in the public library, which was a little bit closer to the bus stop. And I had to wait there. I had nothing to do, so I was just flipping through a government paper there, and then I suddenly saw that they had advertised for application for a scholarship. And it was a scholarship to China. And then I came back, and I saw it. I talked to my mom and said, should I apply? She said, if you want to apply, you're never going to China. I'm not going to let you go to China, but if you want, you can apply. So I just applied. And long story short, I went to China. I went to many other places. I'm sitting here. So, I mean, you don't realize why certain things happen in your life. Of course, that rain to come and for me to go. And if that didn't happen, I mean, of course, as Muslims, we don't believe there could have been an alternative path. That's not in our books. But having said that, it's about understanding that everything which happens there's a reason that what happens to you. So So a little bit of rain and me walking into the library, changed the course of my life, which was supposed to be. I'm not saying that it wouldn't have happened, but it was supposed to be. But it's just that we don't take seriously everything, and we don't appreciate what happens to us in every moment.